Good morning. Getting ready to leave the South and become a Yankee again, so I guess I gotta remember to keep calling these dippy eggs like we always did up north. So it's Friday. It's my last official day of work. I'm having some dippy eggs. Hey everyone, so I hope you can see me. I have you just kind of sitting behind my steering wheel as I'm sitting here in my morning commute. But it's my last day. It's my last day of work. If you've been watching me for any length of time, I've been doing YouTube since, what year did I leave American Airlines? 2015. I've been doing YouTube since then. Toward the end. In fact, it was right before Christmas that I started. So I've been doing this for 3 years now. And I retired back in 2015 from American Airlines. And I had no intention of ever going back to work. And then when the dog had passed in 2017, I'm starting to move now. When the dog had passed in 2017, I was kind of bored at home. That's when I decided to go back to work again. Well, again, if you've been following me, you know it's been a pretty rough year for me, with year and a half now, with losing family members and moving, and now we're moving back to Pennsylvania again, and my health has not gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten worse. Besides the shoulder, which is still not back to normal, I now have problems with discs in my neck, pushing on my spinal column. I had another diverticulitis attack last week. I was in the hospital again. This is my fourth one since 2010. It has nothing to do with food. That's diverticulosis for people who have issues with seeds, nuts, things like that. That is not me. I have diverticulitis. Mine manifests in the form of a very bad infection in the upper left quadrant of my intestines. Same spot every time. And it happens during periods in my life of major change. And obviously, with us deciding to move back home to care for my mom and my grandma, yeah, it's been a lot of turmoil. So I had that flare up again last week. The desk job, sitting at a desk for 9 hours a day, is not helping the neck situation. So my husband looked at me last night and said, "This is it. You are not working anymore." Because the working, even though it's a desk job, it's still hard on your body. And I'm not a wuss. You know, I can do yard work with the best of them, and I'm not a wimp. I can lift, but as I'm getting older, and when your body does the same thing day after day, it wears down. So he said, me working, no more. I'm done. It's causing us more medical bills with me working than it did when I stayed home. When I stayed home and can concentrate on me and my, exercising and eating right and focusing on my body, I didn't have any issues. And really, this all started with me slipping on the ice a year ago. I have been in constant pain every day of my life for a year now. And it's getting old. I'm getting tired of being in pain. So when I get back up north, I'm going back to my old doctor. I already called him, and he'll take me back as a patient. Because he's not a general practitioner. I actually see a specialist with the Department of Internal Medicine with Penn State Hershey Medical Center as my general practitioner because of my other health issues. I have 2 nodules in my right lung. I've had cancer. I've had just a number of issues. I'm not a super healthy person, although I hate to, make those claims, because obviously what you speak is what you are. But it's a fact. I've had a lot of medical anomalies. I am the medical anomaly. I never get nothing normal. I would love to have a head cold, just for something that's normal. I always get these weird things. Anyway, I'm rambling. I am retiring as of today. I'm heading into work, but I noticed yesterday when I looked on my time area on the computer that I have a floating holiday pay accrued. I have PTO already accrued. So I'm going to ask my boss today, you know, if they can pay it out, that's fine. But if it's a use it or lose it thing, I'm leaving when I get to work. I'm just not staying. I'm done. I'm ready to be done. Again, if you've been watching me even for a short period, you know that I have not been a fan of going back into the travel industry. It's not what it used to be. I absolutely despise working at this AAA. Just because of the additional demands they're putting on us, the requirements. The industry's not what it used to be. The internet has taken its toll on travel agencies as a whole. You can't even go to school to become a travel agent anymore. You know, that's all I know. You know, that's what I did go to school for. My degree is in travel and tourism. We're a dying breed. But now that they want to put all these other demands on us for selling memberships and selling credit cards, no, my specialty is travel. My specialty is not banking and everything else. And it's just made my daily life miserable. So I'm done ranting. I'll just be so relieved to get out of it. And you know, I was talking to some people back up in Pennsylvania, because I worked for AAA up there too. And I was talking to one of the girls to tell her I was coming back. And I had actually given some of my files to her before I moved down here. And one of the files was for some really good friends of mine. So I was trying to touch base with her because they were getting ready to leave for their trip, just to see how everything was going. And I told her I'm coming back, and she's like, "Are you gonna come back and work for us?" I'm like, hell no. No, I'm done. You know, I'm going to concentrate on, you know, doing what my husband wants for me. And it's what I want for myself too. I should have said that a little better. But that's going to be the homemaker and taking care of the property, because this property that we're moving on to needs a lot of work. Taking care of the property, making sure that my women that I'm living with are taken care of. And I don't know how long I'm going to have the rest of my family in my life. So I can concentrate on YouTube again, because I'll be honest, every time I say I'm going to make an attempt to get back on for daily vlogs, it does not happen. Not when you work a 9-hour day and then you have 2 to 2.5 hours on the road every day on top of that, and then you still have to come home, make dinner, do the dishes, your meals are half-fast. And now I understand why America relies on fast food. Not that we did, we haven't, but I can see why, because you literally have no life. So I'm going to concentrate on that again. So moving back in with my mom and my grandma, you all are going to love them. You've probably seen, you know, bits and pieces of them here and there in my videos, but they're a hoot. And when we get together, we have a lot of fun. So, my neck. I'm going to get them on film more. We're going to be filming old family recipes. You know, this is a log home, so it's going to be neat to declutter my mother's log home and spruce it up and, you know, make it as beautiful as possible. It needs the man around again, hence my husband, you know, being that man. So, yeah. So, thanks for hanging with me this long. And there's going to be much more fun stuff in the future. My kids are always wanting family recipes, and we are not a family that writes down our recipes. So this way I can film them and then tell my children, okay, you want to know how to make that? Go watch my YouTube channel, because my kids don't watch my YouTube channel. They think I embarrass them. But you know how these 20-somethings can be. Teenagers. They're all the same. The parents embarrass them. I think it's hysterical, personally. So, it is Friday the 11th. We are pulling out of Florida on the 24th of January. Yeah, so just under 2 weeks, we will be pulling out. I do have my best friend and my stepsister coming down on the 20th and 21st to help me finish the last minute packing, but I will be off starting all next week, well actually starting the end of the day today, to do some light packing. Again, I can't do a lot with my shoulder and my neck and the condition that it's in, but I can do a little bit. I'm not helpless. You'll see me picking up the camera. I promise a lot more starting tomorrow, but I'll check back in later today to let you know exactly what time I'm getting out of my place of employment. Well, it's official. I'm retired. It's 1:40 in the afternoon, Friday, January 11th, and I'm done. Okay, Saturday morning. The process has already begun of going through stuff and starting to pack, and oh, this is the part I dread. And then trying to get rid of food. It's different when you're moving across town, where you pack up your refrigerator, you move it across town, and you unload it in the new refrigerator. But we can't take stuff with us. So the refrigerator's starting to look kind of bare. And at this point, I'm using up what I have. So we're not doing any grocery shopping except for like milk and stuff like that. So my meals are going to be a little on the crazy side. And I have this. We need to get through some more of this food. So yeah, no grocery shopping. So this morning, 2 leftover pieces of bacon, the last of the Sugar House maple chicken sausages, and some eggs, and toast. Well, my sprouted seed bread. Happy Sunday. Still packing. Mike's power washing the patio. Saw a snake outside, so I spazzed a little bit. Me, I love snakes, but yeah, he gets a little unnerved by them. So my house does not normally look like this. You guys know I don't live like this, but trying to pick through, you know, what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of is a daunting process. And we got rid of so much before we came down, but now it's like I got to get rid of even more. This is really cemented in stone that material possessions mean nothing, absolutely nothing. You have what you need to function, and that's all you need. Which, you know, again, I wasn't one to collect things and have all kinds of stuff sitting around. Everything I have sitting around, we use. You know, pretty much other than the exception of like plants and stuff, you know, I'm not a knick-knack, gadget, tchotchke person. But it's like you pack all this stuff up and then you think to yourself, okay, that stuff I just put in that box, how long's it been since I used that stuff? So for example, I just taped this one shut. It's got kitchen stuff in it. So in that kitchen stuff, big 20-some quart stock pot. I may use that once a year, twice a year. So I don't part with it because I do use it, but it's like, how often do you keep moving the stuff around, or how long do you go letting it take up space in your storage that's limited for something you use once or twice a year? And besides what's in there, it's like a small roaster and big cereal container and a half-gallon pitcher, a rolling pin. Again, it's stuff that, yeah, I've used it in the last year, except the rolling pin. I didn't use a rolling pin down here. But it's a difficult process to think when you're dealing with a move of this magnitude. You know, we're not moving across town, we're moving 1,000 miles. Like, how much do you drag with you? It just feels like so much baggage we're taking. But yet, I'll probably use it. It's, I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. So I guess I'm gonna end this vlog here. It really wasn't that interesting, but it just keeps you in the know of what we're doing and what's going on. So it's currently Sunday. A week from now, my best friend Missy will arrive. And then the next day, that Monday, my stepsister Kim will arrive. And then we have the 22nd, that Tuesday, to pack up everything. 23rd, we pick up the moving truck and load it, and then get a good night's sleep. The morning of the 24th, We'll just be throwing our mattresses in the back of the moving truck because we're just at that point going to be, once we load the truck, it'll just be the 2 twins for the girls to sleep on, and Mike and I will have our king, and there'll just be they'll just be the mattresses on the floor, and that's it. And our toiletries that we need to get ready. So yeah, this is going to be quite the adventure. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for hanging out. That's where we're at. So one last look at my menagerie here. It's looking pretty bland, but yet cluttered at the same time. That's my Goodwill pile started over there. But yeah, this is where we're at. This is how we're eating. 2 little chairs on the corner of the table with a bedroom lamp. Oh my. Still have the coffee and tea area though, because we can't function without our coffee and tea in the morning. Kitchen's still functioning. You know, I'm kind of working in it right now, but all my stuff's still in the kitchen because we still have to eat for another week. Bedroom's looking a little blah. Everything's off the walls. I mean, obviously I still have my jewelry out, and I still have, well, there's me. I still have some of my clothes out, but I did pick up quite a bit of clothes too that I know I won't be using, like any of our dress clothes. Other than we are going out for dinner this Saturday for Mike's birthday. Bathroom's still all intact, although I have emptied out a lot of this stuff. And the stuff that I use daily, I just have sitting on top of the counter right now. But next Saturday is Mike's birthday. He's turning 52. So I have gift cards for Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. So we have reservations for there for 5:30 on Saturday. So one more set of dress clothes because you have to dress up somewhat decent to go there. And then that'll be it. So I will be in touch soon. You know that now. Yeah, I'll be in touch soon now. Bye.